The classroom environment is a laboratory in a sense where the men are able to ask the hardest questions they can think of as they explore, what about this text? How does that fit logically with the implication of this text? So as we, as a faculty, hold the same theology, the students are able to test each of us for, is there a weak link here? Does this text undermine what you say here? We'll have them read opposing viewpoints. They'll come to class having read lots of viewpoints, and then they'll analyze that. And we're doing that because when they go out into pastoral ministry, which is what we're training them to do, they'll have people from all kinds of backgrounds questioning, does the Bible really say that? What about that? And if they've been trained at a high level to interact with the best arguments, they'll be able to handle pretty much a typical argument that a normal thinking person might have. What I mean by that is there's a way of steel manning an argument. For example, we're not Arminians in our view of God saving people. So when we analyze that viewpoint, I want to assign to them a reading that is the best argument for Arminianism out there and interact with that. So then if they ever interact with something that's not as good as that, they're ready. So yesterday I taught a 3-hour class in my systematic theology class on spiritual gifts, specifically the controversy about miraculous spiritual gifts like tongues and prophecy and healing. So what I could have done is prepare a scripted lecture where they would come into class and take notes, and I would read my notes or riff off of my notes. I chose, and this is my general practice, they read about 2 hours out of class for every hour in class, stuff I handpick for them to read. They come to class having read it, having written out responses to it, things they like, things they have questions about, and then class is a discussion. So yesterday's class for 3 hours, it was rapid fire. These guys are animated, and it was question, answer, comment, question. It was back and forth. It was Socratic the whole time. And one of them guys at the break told me, thank you for teaching it this way, as opposed to just a one-way lecture. This is so helpful to me. This is one of the students, he probably asked 40 questions yesterday. And they were good questions. And he asked them respectfully, with curiosity and an eagerness. You can't do that over a video as well. There's a relationship involved, and there's a quickness in person. The whole model of trying to get your education online, distance, discounts the value that you can have in a personal interaction. It's almost like this. I grew up playing sports and playing musical instruments, and sometimes I would have the opportunity to leave my normal environment and go to another one where it's a little bit more elite. Like I would make an all-star team for a baseball team, or I would go to a music camp for more advanced musicians, and I would get to hang around other athletes or other musicians who were way better than I was used to being around. And then we would be coached or taught by instructors who were way better than my normal ones. Those in-person gatherings, rubbing shoulders with peers and learning from people who were better equipped, were huge steps in my growth in sports and in music. I think of it the same way with theological instruction. You could get a degree online, but the stuff you're missing is invaluable. The rubbing shoulders with peers who are probably smarter than you are in some ways and able to challenge you, to learn from instructors who in many cases are writing the textbooks that students are using in other schools, that's invaluable.